Okay guys, I'm making Blackberry Mead. I got my jug. Rinsing it out right now. But I just remembered as I was doing that before I started doing anything that I needed to film a video. So here I got some champagne yeast. And what we do is activate it before you use it, because it's just, you know, better. What you want to put it in some water and just let it bubble up. It doesn't really matter. I just, you know, do it a little bit while you're doing the other stuff. I'm rinsing everything off that I'm using, but it shouldn't really matter. So, I'm making blackberry mead, so I got blackberries here. Honestly, you could do more than this, but they're kind of expensive. These are like $5 each. These things are huge. So I froze these the day before, and I'm going to slightly crush them before putting them in. So set this off to the side. This is some fermented O stuff. It's like yeast food, so you can order some of that, I guess. Or you can use like yeast that's just, you know, kill it, and then you can use that for the living yeast. I bought this kit in this jug, about 4 of these jugs. It was like $30-something. But so I'm gonna rinse this out more. I got my honey. It's heating up in some hot water on the stove, so it'll be easier to pour in. Previous batch I just rinsed this out and used it, but on this one I'm using some dish soap too, because it's like fruit, so apparently, you know, it has more stuff on it that you can go wrong, so it's better to sanitize it a little more thoroughly. And this is taking forever. These last bit of bubbles are really getting me annoying. It's killing me over here. Come on, guys. Get out, get out, get out. Go. Okay, they're almost out. Okay. And rinse. Stick, sorry. Clean. Yeah, air dry or something, but like the inside's already gonna be full of water, so why would I do that? I don't know. Oh shoot. My honey's boiling over. Let me show you the honey. So this is honey I bought from Sam's Club. 3 pounds for like $8 each. That's a good deal. So I'm gonna use all of that in this jug. The previous batch I didn't have enough honey. I need sugar, but you know, I didn't film that one. So let me go this one. Honestly, I need a bigger funnel than This one has too small of an opening, but you know, it'd be like that. Okay, we'll use this. I think this is a pie dish. I'm gonna crush these blackberries here. Just a little bit. I pre-washed these in vinegar and then froze them, and then now they're like mostly thawed out. So I probably should have done this a little at a time. I think I have too many in here at once. Whatever, it's fine. Putting them in here is gonna be kind of a pain. I'll probably have to do it one by one. Oh, next up. Okay, I'm gonna use this spatula and just kind of crush them a bit. Now I'm just going to add the slightly crushed blackberries. They're still half frozen, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to start putting them in the jug. Luckily they fit pretty much perfectly in the lid. So, very lucky here. So this should be absolutely delectable, honestly. I'm really excited for this one. This is my like first time making this type of stuff, so you know, if I'm doing anything wrong, probably am. You know, let me know. It's not the most sterile setup, but I use naturally antibacterials, and I vinegar washed these blackberries. So 3 quarts water, 1 thing vinegar before I froze them. So they are a lot more sterile. You should do that with your fruit in general, honestly, because they like to last way longer without getting moldy and stuff. So, a pro tip. These blackberries are speaking to me. I never even ate one of them, honestly. Maybe I'll eat this one. No, I shouldn't. Sorry, this is taking forever. Probably just skip through this part when you're watching this, because I don't want to edit nothing. I'm kind of a lazy man, you know? And maybe you really need step-by-step instruction, or you just want to listen to me talk. So, the honey is cooking over there. Probably be better if it was in a glass jar. Honestly, I wasn't sure when I bought it, whether it was in plastic or glass. But, you know, whatever. Okay, I'm about halfway through my blackberries right now. It's looking good in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's looking nice. Okay, the reason I'm heating the honey is because it'll go through the funnel a lot easier. You know, it'll just come out a lot easier without leaving a bunch of residue on the sides that, you know, you're wasting, because it's kind of a pain to get out. So if you just nice and hot before you use it. I think it's okay for the yeast. I don't know, man. This is my first time, like I said. The yeast on the side, usually I put in a little sugar as well to help it get bubbling along, but I didn't do that right now because I just kind of didn't want to grab the sugar, you know. but it doesn't matter anyway. Okay, almost done with the blackberries. A couple more. I'm really excited for this one. Blackberry Mead. Come on, that just sounds good. You know it does. Okay, I got some juice and blackberries left. Let's see if I can get them in the funnel. Okay, I'll rinse it a bit. Now, that part done. There's not much else left to do. Brady's concoction was really cool. I should have filled that with a whole bunch of weird stuff. But, okay. So, the honey should be ready. Okay, good news. The honey is not melted to the plastic. I mean, you know what I'm saying. You know. Okay, does this have a... I probably should take it off. Whatever. Man, I'm struggling. Hold on, guys. Alright, good. Now this honey is like soupy. See, it's like liquid. Well, it is liquid, but it's really easy to move. You should honestly probably heat it up a little more than I did, but I'm kind of filming a video, you know, and I didn't. But whatever, see how nice that pours? Oh, shoot. Yeah, you need a better funnel than I'm using for this. I don't know how to switch the camera around while I'm doing this, guys. I'm sorry. But, yeah, you see how nice this honey is pouring out? Get it even a little warmer than that. But I'm just going to keep it slowly adding all this honey. Is what we're doing. Oh, shoot, you're slipping. There you go. Okay, waiting, there, come on. See, if I had a bit bigger nozzle on this, it'd go a lot easier. It's kind of satisfying too, though, you know. I just don't want to get honey all over the sides. That's why I'm using the funnel. And so you don't spill any of the yeast or whatever. You're not supposed to use a whole pack. Well, you can. I think you're only supposed to use like... It says it can be used to make up to 5 gallons, right? So you could use like 1/5 of this. But I'm not doing all that. It's lame, you know. I need this stuff to be ready in a couple weeks. Apparently you can drink it after like a couple days, but you know, I'm gonna hopefully wait for like about 2 weeks. That's what I'm thinking. Man, that's looking good. Dude, you see that? Following along and you're not like skipping ahead because, you know, you're like, oh, there you go, it's blackberries, honey, sterilizing the yeast, that's about it, you know? You don't listen to me ramble, come on. Come on, guys. Terrible. Nobody's even gonna, oh, whatever. Maybe I'll go viral. Who makes blackberry mead every day? And this is a cool jug. Look at this jug. I got this like analog. It's awesome. It's awesome. Okay, maybe this is taking a little too long. Okay, perhaps. Okay. I'm gonna let that drain out here. And I'm gonna try my luck and just pour it in directly because I'm only halfway there. This is a pretty repetitive task. I wouldn't mind doing it if I was on my own, but you know, I can't bore you guys. Okay, it's not that bad. You could just dump this. If anybody wants a link to these things that I bought, they aren't that expensive. Like I said, like 4 of these jugs for like $35 or something, 45. I don't know, man. But it was cheap. Okay, look at that. It's halfway full, man. Okay, I'm gonna put some hot water in this. Okay, well, I completely filled this with lukewarm water because that sink really just doesn't get very hot. But I'm gonna pour it through the funnel now since it's less more liquid and less syrup, you know. It'll go in easier. It'll spill easier too. Man, this is all like fruit and honey, dude. There's only gonna be like half a gallon of water in here. This is crazy. This ought to be delicious. You can use a little more honey, but I have like 3 other batches and I only have 3 jars, right? So these aren't jars. What am I saying? Anyway. Okay. So with that, I'm going to use the funnel again that I just put down. Man, I'm a genius. Okay, and the yeast is looking kind of lame, honestly. Putting the sugar in definitely helps. It's not even doing anything. This is boring. Whatever. I'm gonna put it in. You're supposed to wait like 20 minutes, but since I did less fooling around than I did with the last one, it doesn't even matter. It's fine. Now I'm just filling it with water and using it to get the rest of the yeast out. But people who tell you otherwise and that things are all this and that, those people are whack. Things aren't that deep, man. They aren't that deep. I'm just using tap water. Honestly, using this like spring water would be better. Probably, but I'm not doing all that. You can use like just a jug and just like a glove with like a hole on top of it or something, but you know, something with sterile contraption, so this is, having an airlock is better. Okay, now honestly, this is probably enough. I'm gonna fill it up to about the end, where this thing starts to taper more, and then I'm gonna swirl it around. Okay. Oh, add more. There it goes. Good. Now, honestly, you probably want to do less for a fruit thing, but like I said, this is my first time. I'm claiming ignorance here. So, I'm gonna get this half a teaspoon, and I'm gonna put in half a teaspoon of this fermento, and then, you know, tomorrow around this time again, I'm gonna take off the lid and put in another half a teaspoon, but then you're probably going to want to dissolve it in a little bit of water, or else it'll just clump up on the top. And I made the mistake last time of that, and it clumped up on the top, and I went to stir it, and then it overflowed everywhere, and it was whack. You don't want to be like me, right? You don't want to be like me. I'm an idiot. Okay. Now that's in there. I'm going to put on this other cap. See, this comes with 2 caps. This is for when you're done brewing. But I'm going to use this to shake this up. Make sure it holds water. Good. And then shake it up. Oh, you can see it floating around in there. It's nasty. Anyway, you got to make sure this is thoroughly mixed. I should have done this with less water in here. But, you know, learn from my mistakes, guys. Learn from them. Learn from them. Don't repeat them. You gotta get the air right where that honey is. Yeah. It doesn't even matter if this ferment stuff is clumped up. Like, the yeast will eat it anyway and break it apart. But yeah. Damn, this is looking good. This honey's gotta get mixed a bit better, though. I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling. I should have done this with less liquid, but that's too late. It kind of looks cool though. You see, it's like It's like spidery veins of honey in it. And the Fermate O is like, it's different, right? I was looking at the different supplements and I got that one in particular. There's another one that's like more artificial. This one's more natural. So it's like better or something. That was like, the 2 ounces, like $10. But they have other brands, but they have like urea in them, which I believe is like animal pee and stuff. And you know, I don't want that in my Mead, so I got this brand, which doesn't have urea. Come on, buddy. Come on, come on. Yeah, definitely do this with less water. Don't be like me. But yeah, use the air bubble to like beat things up in there. That air bubble's your friend. This is taking forever, but it's done now. Well, not really. You'll watch the final step here in a second. Okay, honestly, I think it's mixed up good enough. Give it a light stir. Some other point in time. Give it a sniff. It smells like, it just smells like honey, honestly. You can't even smell blackberries. But, so now I'm gonna fill this up. You see there's a fill line on here? I'm gonna fill it with like water or like pure alcohol, I guess. But like, because it's like sterile, but I ain't doing all that. So I'm just rinsing these off. Getting this to the fill line. Putting that back on. Plugging this up. Yep. There you go. So, in a couple hours, you'll want to come back to this and just look at it, because you'll see a bunch of bubbles and it'll look really cool. It actually has some bubbles coming up now, but it's probably just trapped air, so. But here, I'll show you the other one real quick. Now that that's done, if you want to see, the video's already pretty long. But the other one is not finished, but it's brewing, right? If you take a look here and watch this, it'll bubble up. See? It's really cool. But see, look at the bubbles. So it'll have these constantly little bubbles coming up. You can smell it like around the 12-hour mark or so, and it should start to have a scent to it. And then in the around 24 hours, like it really starts smelling. Well, even before that, at least for that one, it really starts smelling like alcohol. But well, not really. It depends how sensitive your nose is. But this one's gonna go and sit right next to the other one. And yeah, so that was me making some Blackberry Mead. Like I said, if anybody has some suggestions, I got 2 more jugs I'm gonna do. And you know, got my 2 jugs. And I got 2 more to do. So if there's something I can do to improve the process, or something that's like really good, you know, let me know. My girlfriend's sister wanted like some strawberry stuff, so probably make one of those. But the last one was just gonna be kind of plain, you know, just honey and water. There's still some honey left. That's why you heat it more. But you know, any suggestions, let me know in the comments, even though I probably won't get any. Okay, well, that's it, guys. Burn away the trash. Have a good one.